Hi everyone, this is Tracey Brown coming to you today to do your horoscopes, your end of year horoscopes. We're starting off with Capricorn. How are my Capricorn people today? We are going to do a 12-month spread. So we're going to look at your year, all right? Let's look at the year in Capricorn. IG, if you do not see these videos appearing, then just come on over to YouTube and you will catch your horoscope there. We are starting with Capricorn because the sun is in Capricorn. All right, so let's do it that way. What is around my Capricorns for 2021, Father God? What is around my Capricorns for 2021? If you would like your own personal reading with me, then you can go to TraceyBrownlive.com. TraceyBrownlive.com for your own personal reading and for what does 2020 look like to you in your own personal reading, if you would like to elaborate on anything that I say. Welcome, Capricorns. Oh, nope, not 10, 12. It's a year reading. 11, 12. It's a 1 year reading for 2021. All right, Cats, let's see what's out for you. What can you explore? The first thing I'm getting is a Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords could make a big difference in planting new seeds in your life. She should come in the early part of the year. It could be a boss. It could be someone that you're in a relationship with that gives you really good direction, Capricorn. Especially if you feel like you're falling out of the abyss somehow, like something just doesn't feel right to you, Capricorn. It definitely feels like they have the capability of getting you back on track. They could do it in a very loving kind of way, but very directive, somewhat bossy, but it is something that you're going to need, Capricorn. This could be a wife, a girlfriend, a partner. It also could be a boss that sees great potential in you. You're going to see new beginnings probably in the first 3 months. Something that you're going to be able to tie in a knot. Something that you're going to be able to say, this is me, this is what I'm doing, this is what I like about myself. There is a lot of money around you, Capricorn, particularly in the first 3 months. So this might be something that's being carried over into 2021 from 2020. I think many Capricorns probably have been blessed in the 2020 pandemic year. And I think you carry it through, particularly in the first 3 months. Try not to self-sabotage. There's something about you that can move into a well-established place only to realize you don't want it, but then you sabotage yourself. Try not to self-sabotage. Whatever the self-sabotage is, it falls in your workplace. And it will fall anywhere between April and June. All right? There's something about work that you're going to self-sabotage. And you do it in a cocky kind of way. Most of it is going to be because you walked into 2021 confidence with a job and confidence with money. It's just something about it is not stabilizing. It's not true somehow. watch the COVID in the second half of the year. That could be around April through June. Watch the COVID. There's something, again, very self-sabotaging where maybe you don't believe you can catch the COVID. And then you do, and you probably might catch it at the workplace, which may not be your fault, but part of it is knowing that maybe you should be at work with the mask on, you know, even if your job doesn't encourage it, like you should be wearing a mask. Everybody should be wearing a mask. But there's something here about the COVID. Make sure that your family doesn't get affected by you. So if you have to self-isolate, do it. And this could be immediate family, or this could be parents and siblings. If you're not careful, and this is a warning, right? Because this is December, so I'm warning you in advance that you don't necessarily have to get the COVID. It could be relatively severe, but you're getting the warning. And it's not that you're not supposed to get the COVID, it's how bad do you get it? And if you wear a mask, whatever those particles are, it's different if somebody breathes into you, boom, or if somebody breathes into you, but your mask or true mask helps. You are a kind and generous soul, though. So whatever happens, you will do everything to make it up. I promise you. I see it in the cards. There is a water sign man around you that is also very kind and generous. That might give you money. There's a water sign man here that might give you money. Also could be a relative. Or he helps out. This person helps out, especially if for some reason you become incapacitated. I meant to show these cards better. I'm so sorry. I do this every time. See if I push it back and you can see the cards better. I apologize. However, there's a lot of negotiations with this man. And I don't know why you're negotiating with this man, but you might be negotiating with this man over money, over an issue, over a job, over keeping your job. But there's something here that if you have to negotiate, or this person thinks you're doing them a favor, you're doing them a favor, you might get to a point, again, I'm back to some self-sabotaging antics, you might get to a point where you're like, I'm not doing that this year. I'm not groveling. I'm not begging anybody for my job. It is self-sabotaging, and the reason why it's self-sabotaging is because you didn't have to be in this position. All right? So it's really important to understand what actions early on, back in the first quarter, could create this domino effect, including being at the mercy of some man who is kind and generous to you, but you look at it in a way where it's like, no, I don't think I want your type of kindness and generosity. Have some strength, though, especially toward the end of the year. The first half of the year looks really good for you, Capricorn. You morph into some issues. The issues that you morph into, I really believe you're morphing into these issues because of some arrogance, because you're not suffering like others. And then, boom, COVID hits you. And when COVID hits you, it hits you badly. And you never seem to come out of it in the last half of the year. Now, I'm not trying to scare you, Capricorn. I'm saying early on, fix this, fix this. Don't get so cocky because you are okay in the beginning of the year. Humble pie is going to be the best thing you can offer yourself. All right? How much time do I have? I have plenty of time. Capricorns, do not invest in a new car. Don't do it. Again, you think you have the money. You don't. Sit on it. Some Capricorns are going to want to get pregnant. It's a big change for Capricorns because Capricorns worry about money first, but the pregnancy is going to mean everything to Capricorn this year. Some of you can get pregnant by an air sign man. Others will get pregnant by a fire sign man. Some of you are going to wind up in a public venture, most likely with an air sign man, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, most likely having something to do with children. Children are big here. And it'll be somehow, you know, worldwide, big social media stuff. Whoever this Libra man is, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, you know, you're going into this venture, but in a weird kind of way. They think they're right. They know they're right. They're antagonistic. And it's kind of like, I don't know, if you wait, maybe a better partner will come along, Capricorn. The idea is wonderful, though. So if you can put up with the bullshit of this, you know, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, do it. But in the long haul, this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius has big issues and likes to prod and poke constantly. And that's uncomfortable because going into 2021, we're not trying to reinvest in old bad behaviors. You will be forced to walk away, even if it's a business venture. Again, I'm talking about some self-sabotaging antics here. Remember, early on, you're going to walk into some antics that's self-sabotaging. If there's a venture presented to you, try not to look at it in terms of money. Try to look at it in terms of longevity. And if somebody's personality does not suit you, ask yourself, is this a long time thing that I would have to put up with? The money will not be worth it. All right. Now, we are going to do a final outcome with the Hoodoo Tarot. So let's see what your final outcome is going to be. Please do not ask about other signs. Please wait and do not ask about other signs. This popped out. I don't read anything upside down. And it is the moon. The moon. See? I am having here it is. Thank God they put the words in. I am having a Saturday event every Saturday for the rest of your lives. And it will be the Gems starting at 12 Eastern on Blog Talk Radio. Then it will be Brown Paper Talks at 1 o'clock Eastern. Yes. At 11 o'clock. Wait, at 2 o'clock Eastern. 2 o'clock Eastern. And then right after that will be the YouTube channel, The Metaphysical Way and Earth Happiness. Let me get those times together. Let me get the times together. I don't know what PA stands for, but it says PA. And for Capricorns, it says, it's the moon, and it says, and the precious fruits brought forth by the sun, and for the precious things brought forth by the moon, Deuteronomy. The plant is moonflower, and the image is a grandfather and a grandson are sitting on the steps of a front porch enjoying each other's company. The moon shines brightly above them. Grandpa has his Prince Paul regalia on, and his grandson is wearing a fez. This card reflects the fact that Black American men were once the most populous members of various secret societies and fraternal orders in the United States. I learned so much from this deck. The word moon has its origin in the Anglo-Saxon word mona and is associated with masculinity. In fact, this was also the case for the ancient Egyptians, Cherokees, Arabs, Inuits, Teutons, Latins, and many others. That many has come as a surprise for many, as the moon has been associated with femininity in the Western mind for quite some time. It's associated with masculinity, really. The gendering of objects as one or the other is not right or wrong, but instead merely reflects a culture's perspective on the nature of things. For the majority matriarchal Black Americans, the moon may be a fitting sign for the patriarchs of our bloodline, and it's entirely all for our grandfathers. The moon is illuminated by the light from the sun, and yet there's always a side that remains occult or hidden from view. I love the moon because things are hidden, and you have to work harder to see. Similarly, it is common for people to know much more regarding the inner and the outer lives of the women in their families than they do about the men. Though the moon appears to shine very brightly sometimes, it only reflects under 15% of the sun's light. Sorry if I'm not reading well. It all depends on where the moon is on its journey, its phase, and the angles at which the sunlight hits it. This is where men tend to conceal their feelings and to their desire to keep some aspects about what they've done or what they do private. Oh, this makes sense to Capricorn's reading. I'm just trying to get there. If you receive Pa, which this is the moon, in a reading, consider the following. You might be deceived by someone. You are in danger of delusional thinking. Remember I said that in the beginning. You might come in to 2021 with money. It doesn't mean it necessarily is going to last. And you might take your monies only to invest it in something else, but it might be delusional. You know you have some inner things going on. Are you ready to face them, particularly concerning money? Whatever or whoever is getting on your nerves has to go. It's affecting your health, which is what the reading said with maybe COVID coming in. Don't ignore that bad feeling you have, or you'll be sorry. I just said this. No self-deception, because self-deception leads to self-destruction, or my word was self-sabotage. Try to observe the person that I saw in your cards. Like, is this person eccentric? Are they lying to you? Like, sit on it before you make a move. Because if you sit on it and clear your head, you'll be able to find your way again. Also, time to express your creativity, because there will be healing in that. Pay attention to signs and visions and warnings. That was a lot, Capricorn. Take heed. TraceyBrownlive.com if you want to evaluate and elaborate more of what I said just now. Please be mindful that at the end of the day, these readings are to help you not get into a pitfall. Join me on Saturdays, guys. I love you. Take it easy. Bye.